Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Rolling Tuesdays. I remember the name this time. I don't really know what to talk about today, and I'm recording this on Sunday, April 28th, just to give y'all an idea on things. I hurt my ankle, I guess, to start off. I hurt my ankle again. I think 3 weeks ago, I was playing basketball. And wasn't that 3 weeks ago? I think it was. It was either 3 weeks ago or it was a month. Yeah, that was 3 weeks ago. I hurt my ankle, and it sucked. You know what I'm saying? Cause it only took me a day before I was walking again, and then it took me 2 days before I was back to kind of running, jogging. You know what I'm saying? And within that week, I was damn near back to playing basketball like it was nothing. But I ain't give myself time to heal. You know what I'm saying? And that's me being stubborn. You know what I'm saying? And it sucked because I hurt my ankle yesterday the same exact way I hurt it the first time. Like the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like I went up for a layup. I came down and then my ankle just kind of gave out. And that was it. You feel me? And it sucked because I was like, God damn. And it hurt so fucking bad. The second time, it hurt a lot. You feel me? I ain't know what to do. I ain't know what to think. I just sat on my basketball on the court and I just put my head down and waited. Cause I was like, damn, bro, this shit hurt so bad. I couldn't even move my foot. That's how bad it hurt. And what's funny is like I had made 3 pretty shots, 3 mid-range shots before that layup. I was feeling good. And that's where it gets you. When you think you hot, you think you feeling good, and then you do that one thing and you fuck up. You know what I'm saying? I sat on my basketball and I saw a lady sitting on the bench not too long ago, and she was like, that was a nice shot. And I just looked at her and I was smiling. And this how I know I'm a pretty tough dude. You know what I'm saying? Like it take a lot for me to cry. Like not emotionally, but just like from physical pain. It take a lot for me to cry. It take a lot to kind of break me down when I hurt myself. But it's like I looked at that lady, and inside, bro, I was hurting so fucking bad. My ankle was killing me, dude. And she didn't even see when I hurt my ankle. Like I was hopping on one foot trying to figure out what the hell to do. I wanted to get to the bench she was sitting on because my backpack was over there. I was like, all right, I got it, because I drove there. And I was thinking, man, I got to hop to this bench, get my shit, and just go. But then I was like, I don't even think I can make it there. So I just kind of hopped around a little bit, sat on my basketball after, and then I just chilled right there. And I was waiting on the pain to go away. Then she, out of nowhere, she was like, that was a nice shot. And I looked at her and I smiled and I said, thanks. And then she walked off. And inside, I'm like, man, I'm like, I know she ain't see me hurt myself. You know what I'm saying? But it just sucked. It sucked knowing I did that, because I was like, fuck. Now I'm back to square one. Like I was in the healing process, coming off the first ankle injury, and now I'm back to the basics. Hurt my ankle all over again, and I'm like, damn, now I gotta wear this damn thing on my ankle. You feel me? See this damn shit, it suck. I can't run, I can't play basketball, and I learned my lesson. See, the first time it wasn't that I was in such a rush to get back out there. I mean, I hate just sitting around. You know what I'm saying? Because I do that a lot when I do my YouTube shit. I just be sitting around. So it's like, when I get to go out, jog, or play basketball, I be feeling good. But now I can't do that. I mean, I'm walking now. This the day after. And yeah, I use like one crutch from time to time. But for the most part, I walk. You feel me? It ain't take me down like the first time. I mean, I can move my ankle. I can turn my foot, rotate it and shit. I ain't gonna sit there and say I don't even think I'm 50%. You know what I'm saying? At this point, I'm probably like 40, 35%, which you might think ain't so good. But considering, I can walk, I can get around just fine, that's pretty good. But enough of that. Oh, shit. I done dropped the blunt. God damn. So, what's to talk about today? Oh, shit. I need my rolling tray. I don't even know what I want to talk about today. I mean, I feel good. Oh, you know what? Let's talk about this, some junk. Like I really don't talk about it. I don't talk about my faith. You know what I'm saying? Like my belief in a higher power. Cause I'm coming off a real, a point of clarity. A point where I'm just like, these days I don't really pray. I don't pray. I don't talk to God. And I was raised a Christian. I was brought up a Christian. But since the year started, I kind of just somewhat gave up on that. And it's some diehard Christians out there that probably talk shit about that. But it is what it is. I spent so many days believing and and before I keep going, I noticed on the first video, not the first video, but the last video, I had some shit on my lip. It was this. You know what I'm saying? When I was rolling, I ain't noticed that. See, having a beard, it'll catch stuff and you won't get it off unless you notice. And I don't be noticing because I don't be looking at my camera all the time. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I be playing games, so I don't know what's on my face. I hate when I notice when I be recording a video and after the video I'll go to edit and then I notice some shit on my face. I hate that. You know what I'm saying? I hate it because I be thinking like, damn, I ain't noticed that. But then again, how would I notice when I don't be looking at my cam? By faith in a God. You know what I'm saying? What's that like today? I wouldn't call myself an atheist. I actually fight with that thought. The idea of being an atheist. Like, could I see myself being that? Because it's like I was brought up Christian. I done prayed a lot in my life. Things in my life have happened that I can't explain. But this year kind of just got me to a point where I got tired of it. You know what I'm saying? I've been in a real, I don't know, a real complicated place where I've been doing a lot of praying and it just seemed like things ain't been going right, especially the last 4 years of my life. You feel me? And I prayed. I've been patient. I learned some things about myself. I learned from my actions. I learned from my past, blah, blah, blah. But it just seemed like that's why I talked about it in the last video, where getting my hopes up and they always come down. It just seemed like things never go right for me. I ain't gonna sit there and act like I got the worst life. I'm real fortunate, but it's just like I expected more at this point in my life. I'm 30 years old, and it's just a few things that I at least thought would be, would have came by this time, but nah. I done caught myself sitting outside on the porch thinking, man, like, is this it? I did so much. I done helped people without expecting. You know what I'm saying? I done cried, I done struggled, I done did this, did that. And yet, no matter how much I called out to God and stuff, that never changed. So I think to myself, screw it. I'm just going to stop praying. I'm going to just kind of cut that part of my life off and just live life. And you know what's crazy? I hope my dad, actually, I really don't care if my dad see this. Because my dad a very religious man. He believe in God. He read the Bible. He read the Bible. And sometimes we talk about it. But I never told him this. This some shit I'm putting on camera on YouTube. And I ain't going to sit there and go straight into detail about my spiritual opinion and faith and all that stuff. It's certain shit I'm not going to tell y'all. But I will say enough to, I kind of cut that part of my life off. And I'm comfortable with it. I ain't even gonna bullshit. I'm a lot happier at this point. And that's the thing. I don't really care about happiness. That's something I told myself. Like if it come a point where I could have the life I see for myself, or even remotely the life I see for myself, I don't see happiness. Happiness is an emotion. It's temporary. That's not what I want. I don't want to be happy. I don't give a shit about being happy. I want to be at peace. I want to have peace in life. Straight up. I don't want to be somebody that's praying for happiness. I never was the type to pray for happiness. I never prayed for happiness. I always prayed for, peace, success. You know what I'm saying? Like my hard work paying off type shit. Yeah, never happiness. Because for what? You get some happiness for a little bit. It don't last. Then you sad again. It's like, nah, man. I'd rather play my cards right, get some peace and be good. But at this point, I find myself, even when I told myself I was kind of done with God, I found myself getting back to that point, because these days I never acknowledge God. I never. You know what I'm saying? I don't even but I never say God. I told myself when I was done, I was done. You feel me? And it's just something I had to kind of like discipline myself to stop doing, you know? And it just, like I said, man, it just came with time. Because I'm somebody who was brought up to believe in God, to be a Christian. You know what I'm saying? I was that dude. I ain't somebody that was only a Christian for 1 year, 2 years. Or I was never a Christian. Like, this how I used to go to church. I ain't like church because it was boring, but this how I was. And besides, I was baptized as a child. You know what I'm saying? So I was blessed. But it's like, it's just one of the things where, as a man, I lived so much. I experienced so many things that I'm making the decision for myself to just kind of cut that off. And it might sound bad because to some Christians, like, well, you might go to hell. Like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Something I live by. And this gonna sound crazy to some people, but it is what it is. I'm 30 years old. Life ain't forever. It is what it is. But we as humans, we ain't never seen the afterlife. We can believe what we want to believe. You believe what you want to believe. Heaven, hell, heaven. No afterlife. It's just darkness at the end, man. I done seen people say it was nothing. Like that was their opinion and shit like that. I believe it's something at the end of life. What? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, I don't care about what's at the end of life. Because I'm not living that. Whatever's at the end of life is whatever I'm going to deal with, good or bad, when I die. I'm 30 years old, man. I'm healthy, minus my ankle. I'm healthy. So I say all that to say, I don't care about no afterlife. I don't. I'm trying to live the life I've been knowing the last 30 years. I don't know what came before me, and I don't know what's coming after me. I could go based on my belief. I could go based on what I was brought up to believe, but at the end of the day, I don't know. So I'm trying to live this physical life. This is all I got. This is all I got. You know what I'm saying? This body of mine, this is mine. It's my temple. I want to take care of it. I want to stay as healthy as I can. I want to be at peace. I want to live this life of mine. It ain't about sex. It ain't about money. It ain't about one specific thing. It's about a lot of different things wrapped all in one box. I want to live my life, and I want to experience so many things before I die, so that I could at least say, because if it ain't no like, where you come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get a second life. And if this all we got, this one life, you only live once, then I want to be able to live my life how I see fit. Yeah, it's some people out there who ain't got the, who ain't fortunate enough to be here today. But I'm here. And you here, whoever watching this. So why not take care of what you got now and stop worrying so much about when the afterlife get here? Oh, I can't wait to go to heaven. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't wait. Like, a lot of people going to hell. You might not realize it, but a lot of people going to hell. And it is what it is. But you don't know. You know what I'm saying? You could be the worst kind of person in the world. Yeah, there's a chance you might go to heaven. You could be the best kind of person in the world. You might go to hell. It depending on what you believe. So my thing is, yeah, it sound good to go to heaven. Yeah, it sound bad to go to hell. But why worry about that when you don't even know when that time's coming? You might think you got another 10 years and you might only have 10 minutes. You might think you got like 30 days to live, and you might be fortunate enough to live another 20 years. So why trip? You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to sit there and, knock nobody's belief down and all that stuff. It is what it is. But my thing is, just live the life you got. Make up for the times you lost. Make up for the bad times. Make up for the good times. Just live the physical life you got. This is all we got. This was what you was born with, and this is what you got for the time being. Now, whatever come after that, that's on you, and that's on whatever you believe. God, there was whatever the hell up there, whatever's down there, it don't matter. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna let that go. I don't want to speak too much on, faith in God and all that stuff, because that ain't why I just wanted to put that out there to say, I cut that part of my life off, and it is what it is. Now listen, it's not too late for me if I decided to go back to God. You know what I'm saying? I ain't against that. It's just I'm a seeing is believing kind of dude at this point, cause I done prayed so much, and I done seeing is believing to me, but faith is believing in things unseen. Even when it seemed on your darkest days, even when it seemed impossible, to have faith mean you got enough trust in God or a higher power to know that things gonna change for you for the better, even when you can't see it. And at this point, I ain't got that. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been struggling for the last 4 years of my life, and I ain't gonna go into detail on that, but it's like I just ain't got the time to be keeping faith. You feel me? I ain't got it like that. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen, Captain Jack. So I'd rather just, I'd rather chill. I'd rather relax. I'd rather live my life. I'd rather be good to people. I'd rather live my dream out, do YouTube, make my money, do my thing, be patient. And if something happened, it happened. Actually, I got a thing for y'all. Now listen, this is why I say I'm kind of finding myself going back to God, and believing in signs and stuff like that. You ever just paid attention to repeated numbers? 555, 444, 222, stuff like that. For probably 2 years, I've been believing in that stuff. Maybe even 3 years, I've been believing in that, these repeated numbers. Lately, I ain't been too much caring for them because it just seemed like a waste. You know what I'm saying? A waste of time. That's why I don't worry about that stuff. But I like fortune cookies. I don't too much pay attention to them, but I got 2 fortune cookies that kind of spoke to me. You know what I'm saying? And they kind of got my hopes up. I'm trying not to worry about that shit because I hate getting my hopes up. It said good news. That's not the word it used. It ain't say good. It said something else. It said good news is on its way. And it made me feel good because I'm like, I ain't try to take it real serious, but I'm like, if it's true, what's on the way? And I know I ain't the only one out there who believe in that kind of shit. It is what it is. I know there's plenty of people out there who believe in fortune cookies and, spiritual signs and stuff like that. But I'm just at a point where seeing is believing. I really want to see some shit happen. I'm like, screw all that praying and believing it, like being optimistic and having faith and stuff like that. I need to really see shit. That's why I'm not really taking it serious, because I'm like, I can easily read a piece of paper, but is it legit? So I kind of brushed that to the side and left it alone. So then I opened up another fortune cookie, and I got that one sitting right here. The other one I threw in the trash. But I got this one, and it said, you will receive an unexpected windfall of money. I opened that one probably 30 minutes or maybe an hour after I opened that first one. So I think to myself, maybe I don't really want to get my hopes up off that, but what if something like that do happen? Because I think about that sometimes. Like, what if? First off, if I did get a lot of money out of nowhere, where would it come from? Because you can't sit there and tell me things don't happen. Things do happen. Random things that you can't explain, it always happen. And it ain't got not set aside money, but just experiences in life. It's like when I got my dog Black. I ain't got him no more. I ain't had that dog in 2 years. You know what I'm saying? But I found him on the road. Most beautiful dog I ever seen. He was handsome as shit. You know what I'm saying? And I found him. I believe he was a fallen angel, like just some angel from heaven. You know what I'm saying? That's what I believed at the time. And it's like, he taught me a lesson about myself. He helped me to change myself. I got rid of him because he was just too goddamn expensive and for other personal reasons. But that dog made me see things in a different way, and I was thankful to have him. So it ain't just about money with these unexpected things in life. That's why I say expect the unexpected, because you don't know what life could throw at you. Now, with that being said, who knows if them fortunes legit? You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't say when things was going to happen. It just said you will receive some news is on its way. Now, listen. When that can happen, I don't know. If it's real. But that's the thing about God. If you want to, like, I'll speak from a perspective of somebody that believe in God. If you believe in God and you believe that things are going to change for you as a person, then you got to be willing to wait. That's faith. You got to wait, you got to believe, and you got to pray on it. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. You don't know when it's going to happen, whatever you waiting on. You don't know when it's going to happen because it's not happening on your time. And that's the tricky part. You could be told it's going to happen soon, but you might think next week. But soon could be 6 months. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I'm at. I always thought that things was gonna happen to me in the last 4 years, but ain't nothing really happened. And that was the tricky part for my life. And I'm in a better space mentally, you know, but like you just never know. You never know when something gonna happen. You never know when a certain experience gonna happen. You just gotta kind of be patient and live your life. I think that's where we get kind of sidetracked about the idea of God. People expect this to happen, but when it don't happen, they lose faith and then they give up. I'm in that boat. You know what I'm saying? So just from personal experience, if you somebody struggling with your relationship with God and it's coming from a materialistic standpoint, or you just want better for yourself, you gotta learn to be patient. You gotta learn to accept that things gonna happen, good and bad. But at the end of the day, you gotta be willing to just toughen through it. You gotta be willing to deal with it. You gotta be willing to accept that it's all you got. You want more. You pray. You work hard. You be patient, and you believe. Simple as that. It's simple, but it's not easy to do. You know what I'm saying? It's a simple list of things to do, but it's not easy to do because they take a lot more than just being patient. I'm a very patient, dude myself, but at the same time, I'm impatient. You feel me? Because shit, like I said, 4 years of my life so far, and I can't really, I ain't gonna sit there and act like nothing happened in life. Yeah, things have happened, but I mean, substantial things that changed my life in ways that I can't explain. Nah, in the last 4 years, shit ain't really happened for me. You know what I'm saying? And at this point, I'm on cruise control in life. I'm kind of just like, whatever. That's my mentality at this point. Whatever. It is what it is type shit. So I'm just somebody that kind of lost his way, but it made me feel good because I let that part of my life go, and now I'm just out here. I don't really know how else to explain that or make it make sense to people out there, but that's me. And it ain't gotta be you. I know I ain't the only person that think like this. And besides, the thing is though, I'm still me. I still take care of myself. I ain't somebody that just cause I pretty much cut off God from my life at this point. That don't mean I gave up on myself. I take care of myself. You know what I'm saying? I still help people. I still try to make people feel good about life. I still try to uplift people. I still try to chase my dreams and shit. I still try to do what I gotta do to make shit happen. So yeah, enough of that. What else could I talk about? I don't really know, man. I'm hungry as hell. My stomach just growled. I'm hungry. You feel me? Man, I could eat. I can't eat. I can eat. I'm a real. See, over time though, my diet changed a lot. So it's a lot of things out there I ain't into. You feel me? I love chicken wings and fries for sure. I love me some chicken wings. It's a few things I love. Chinese food, Mexican food, chicken wings and fries. Straight up. I love them. Yeah, I could go for a nice burger too, for sure. I'm trying to cut off beef, I like turkey. Really trying to cut off beef because it ain't good for you. Well, a lot of shit in life ain't good for you, but I'm really trying to cut off that beef. I don't eat as much as I used to. Like I used to eat a lot, and even though I could eat a lot of stuff, I don't eat a lot. I eat maybe like 2 at the most 3 times a day, but it depends on what it is I'm eating. Sometimes I eat 1 time a day and I'm good. You feel me? It just came with time. It came with my diet, because as my body adjusted to not eating as much, and it adjusted to the way I eat, not only how much I eat, but the way I eat, it just kind of, slimmed down my intake. So I kind of just, I just go with it. it feel good. I ain't gonna sit there and go against it and fight it and act like it's weird and nothing. It feel good to know I don't eat as much. Honestly, I don't even think I'm gonna put this up. It kind of make me feel off talking about this kind of stuff. Do I really want to put this out there? Because I don't care about what people think about me. You know, like I put over 3,000 videos of me on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care about what people say about me. I don't. Like, if you call me names, you call me out on whatever I said in one of my videos, or I might seem stupid in some way, or you don't like my opinion on certain things, it's fine. You feel me? And I ain't talking to nobody specific. I'm just saying in general. It's like I really don't care about what people say. Sometimes I just choose not to put certain videos up because I don't think stuff like this should be out there. You know? I mean, I ain't really saying nothing that's against the rules, but it's like, do I care enough to read what the hell people saying? Do I care enough to deal with this part of my life being out there? And nah, not really. But I might put it up, you know. I don't know. It's one of them things I kind of struggle with, because I got plenty of videos out there that don't exist. I put up and then I end up taking down, or I never put up because it was certain things in the video I said that I ain't like, or certain things, or I just ain't like the video. You feel me? But it's kind of tough, because it's like, it's about my spiritual side of my life, my religious side, and that's something I don't really talk about. You feel me? I don't talk about. It's a lot of things I don't talk about in my personal life. I'm a somewhat private dude. You know what I'm saying? I like to live off the grid. I said this in the last Rolling Tuesdays. I like to live off the grid. I don't like people knowing too much about me, because at that point, you know, people talk. You know, people talk, always talking, like, especially in my family, on my mama's side especially, man. This side of my family, that side of my family, they like to talk. You know what I'm saying? They find out one thing about you and they just talk. And they be making shit up, and it's like, I just don't like gossip. I don't like lies. I don't like rumors being spread about me. I dealt with that a lot of my life. You know what I'm saying? I remember, like I told my dad this the other day, I remember back in kindergarten, this chick, she liked me at the time. She had a crush on me, but sometimes people got a real bad way of showing you they like you. They think causing you mischief and fucking with you is it's like, hey, I like him, so I'm about to fuck his life up. You know what I'm saying? She told the teacher I call her a nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I remember that the teacher walked me back to the classroom and said, and I remember that like it was yesterday. We was at the park. You know what I'm saying? And I was just crying like a bitch. I was crying so hard because I was like, I ain't even call her that. I ain't even interact with that girl that day. And you know, the teacher said, I should wash your mouth out with soap, young man. And it just hurt, because I was like, damn, bro, she really lied like that. And then the teacher sat me on the couch and made me apologize to her, and all the other kids was watching me cry. I remember I had snot coming out my nose. I was fucked up about it, because I was like, bro, liars, dog. Like, I hate liars. I guess that's a part of why I really hate liars, because people lie like that, especially today. You know what I'm saying? You ever had, for my men out there, you ever had a female tell you she was pregnant and she wasn't even pregnant? You know how fucked up that is to sit there? Come on, man. Like, I could sit there and talk about sometimes, but it's fucked up to know people do stuff like that for the sake of trying to keep you around, or trying to, you know, hurt you because they can't have you, or trying to just hurt you in general. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason. It's just messed up, man. That's why I don't like liars. I'm a pretty honest dude. If I ain't gonna tell you the truth, I ain't gonna tell you shit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I lie just to be funny. Like, you might buy me some chips. You know what I'm saying? And you might put them on the table. Hey, Step, your chips over here. And I'll be like, all right, cool. So I'll grab the bag of chips and I'll be eating them. And then you'll come ask me, did you get them chips? I'll tell you no. Right in your face as I'm eating the chips. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the kind of person I am. I sarcastically lie just for the sake of it, just to fuck with people sometimes. And that's just me. But when it comes to real stuff, I'm not gonna lie about no shit to hurt somebody, or to, you know, make nothing up about nobody. I ain't gonna spread no rumors. I hate gossip. I don't like talking about people. You know what I'm saying? I hate talking about people because I done had it done to me. I still be having it done to me. People always talk about me. And that's the thing. I even talked to my dad about that. People gonna talk about you regardless, especially when they ain't got nothing bad to say about you. They gonna talk about you at the end of the day. So it's just some shit you gotta deal with. You know what I'm saying? It's just something you gotta deal with. The best thing you could do is not react, because if you react, then it's gonna give them a reason to say it's true. If you don't react, it's just like the internet today. If you don't react to some gossip or some rumors that spread about you, especially when you're a content creator or a celebrity or whatever the hell, somebody could call you gay, somebody could say you raped somebody could sit there and say you was arrested for whatever the hell, some crazy allegations, or you cheated on somebody. You could sit there and say it's a lie, but the moment you respond, the moment you defend yourself, they gonna start pushing you and trying to drive you crazy and calling you a liar and you exposed and all this stuff. But if you ignore it, then it's gonna keep going, and they gonna say, oh, he ain't say nothing or she ain't say nothing, so it must be true. So you can't really, I'm the type to just ignore shit. I ain't gonna speak on it. Let it die. You know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody asks me about it, I might speak and say, hey, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's the most you probably gonna get out of me. But at that point, other than that, I ain't gonna say nothing. Cause a lot of this stuff just a waste of time. Sitting here, you know what I'm saying, defending me or somebody else defending themselves over some gossip or some rumors. I done had the craziest stuff said about me. You know what I'm saying, in my own family. And it's just, it's fucked up. So at the end of the day, for people out there who deal with that kind of stuff, I just say ignore it. Speak on it once, say I don't give a shit, and just move on. Live your life, live in peace as best you can, and just do what you gotta do. And then stay away from people like that. You know, sometimes it's hard, especially when you got family, especially when you live near your family. It's hard to stay away from people. That's why I want to get off the grid and stay off the grid. You feel me? But it's like, because I want to be a loner. I want to be somebody that kind of get away from everything. Not no cabin in the woods, hermit type of nigga. I want to live in a nice, comfortable home with nice neighbors and shit. But I don't want to sit there and, you know, be that kind of nigga that's just cut off from the world. I don't want to be cut off from the world. I ain't no introverted dude like that. Nah, I ain't that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to sit there and be around people to the point where they causing me more problems than solutions, you know? So I think that's it for that. Honestly, I think that's it for this video. I done spoke on things I ain't expect to speak on, but it is what it is. Let me know what y'all, whatever the fuck. If you watch this, just like it. I don't know. If you got a comment, share it in the section. And if y'all want to listen to my podcast, I'm gonna drop a link for my podcast. You know what I'm saying? It's good stuff on there. I ain't spoke on my podcast in a minute. That's kind of something I kind of do whenever I care enough. You feel me? I could do this as a podcast, but it's like, nah, I'd rather smoke on camera and just talk a little bit. Podcast is one thing. I might do one of them one of these days. I think it'd be cool to live stream that, but I can't live stream right now. But it is what it is. So yeah, go check out the podcast, and thanks for watching.